word is, YouTube? It's your boy Wayne Grace, and we back for another video. And this video, I'm gonna do some more yapping. You feel me? I'm gonna do a lot more yapping. Necessarily on where I'm at right now. You feel me? In the previous videos, because I know a video gonna come out before this one about the case and how that played out and what happened. You know, if you didn't see that video, then you can hit the link in the description below and go watch that yourself. But before we get into anything, if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe, hit that post notification bell so you can know when the next time I'm finna drop another video. You feel me? I say that fast a lot, don't I? Hit that post notification bell so you can know the next time I'm about to drop another video. You feel me? And yeah, let's hop right up into it. So like, where do I start? You feel me? I just posted a video about the case and how the outcome of that was me being on probation, and I guess this video is basically talking about how I maneuvered through that. Basically, before, I was already on probation before I got on probation for this one. But it wasn't very restrictive as this one is or will be, because I was on a non-convicted probation the first time for a firearm that I owned. And they rigged it to make it sound like some bullshit, but then they enhanced, it was a whole bunch of other shit. I can talk about that case, because that was some bullshit. But the first time I was on probation, a whole situation where they was trying to say it was a UUW. If you know what UUW is, unlawful use of a weapon. I didn't even use my shit. My shit was just in the trunk, you feel me? And it had bullets in the clip. The motherfucking police, he went in there. I'ma actually talk about that actually. So this how it was. Boom, we on the block. Me and three other my homies, you feel me? We on that block. We in my car, posted in front of a fire hydrant. Right. And I'm gonna tell you how I feel like they got me with all that bullshit, because it wasn't even initially the gun that sparked up the arrest. It was, I mean, the probable cause, it was a motherfucker sitting in front of the fire hydrant, black, tinted windows. And that just made them get out the car. Oh, what y'all doing here? And then, yeah, before they even had the chance to spin the block, it's a whole bunch of weird shit. They was talking about I ain't had no FOID card when I really did have a FOID card. They was talking about how my gun was loaded. The gun wasn't loaded. The nigga cocked that bitch back. I guess loaded is bullets being in the clip, right? But the nigga, he cocked that bitch back, put one in the head. That's what made it an unlawful use of a weapon. What had to be on. So that's what made that shit weird. And when I went to court and went to trial for that shit, they was like, y'all saying he ain't got a FOID card, but his lawyer just presented his FOID card, and it was issued. What was the word? It was issued way before he even got arrested for this situation. So they slapped me on the wrist and gave me probation. Just, you know, really don't know how. I guess it was the loaded effect or whatever, and they had no CCL, so I wasn't supposed to have it outside. So I guess that was the case, whatever, bam. But it was on a non-convicted probation because I wasn't a felon off of that. But let's speed past and talk about just, you know, where I'm at right now. You see what I'm saying? With this probation that I'm on now, it's more restrictive because I am a felon now, because I pled guilty to the charges. And you can go to the other video before this one and get a gist of what happened and all that other shit. But like, you know, I was fighting that case for 3 years, and throughout them 3 years, it was like a lot of stuff that I had to go through mentally, physically, and you know, financially. That is where I'm at right now. Mentally, I was going through a heap of depression. Facts. Like, that depression wasn't nice. I almost died plenty of times throughout these last couple of years. I've been depressed since what, like 16, 15. But I feel like the last 3 years was like the worst of it. You feel me? Where it could have cost me my life. So I had to, you know, I was going through that, and my girl at the time, you know, who was my baby mama, my girl at the time, I guess me going through that drained her. I guess it drained her to the point where we ended up splitting ways due to like stuff that's meant to work for me, but it wasn't working for me due to the case, like getting a better paying job. Like I was with Potbelly for a little minute, and like I said in the last video, the video before last, I was in school for my CDL, you know, and usually I was always the person that was making stuff happen for us both, you feel me? Because I stayed working, I stayed doing something, I was doing stuff that would have me set, you know, not overly set for life, but like set for the moment, you know what I mean? And we found out we was expecting a baby, and me being the only breadwinner of that in that time pushed me into desperation of, okay, I need to make more money. I need to do something that's gonna make sure we good. And I feel like I shouldn't have went in that realm. I feel like that was the depression playing the part. Like, yeah, you ain't gonna be shit. You ain't gonna do this. You can't even, you know what I mean? But I'm pro baby, so it wasn't like, oh, I'm finna tell her to abort the baby. So I was just trying to figure out something that would have me and my family set. You know, with that, it was really like stupid of me to even think about doing something so stupid like what I'm dealing with now, because I was doing content heavily. Like, I mean, I was doing content from like 2021, which was when I got out of jail the first time for the gun situation. And I was doing it all the way up until that point when I went to jail for this new case that I fought. And I was going viral every other day. Like, I'm posting 40 videos a day, maybe. Like, if I'm posting 40 videos a day, right, and I'm going viral every other day, let's say 40 videos a day, oh my God, that's a lot of, see, that's what I'm saying. When I think about this shit, I'm like, damn, bro, I was doing so much when it came to this content shit. I'm doing well thought out skits, I'm doing jokes it was just so much shit that I was doing that I ended up stopped doing, which stopped my momentum because the algorithm was used to me putting out so much. And when I was starting to put out 2-3 videos every other day, every other week, it was just like, okay, maybe this isn't what he want to do no more. So the algorithm kind of like shadow banned me in a way, but I was getting millions of views. Like, you can go on my Instagram right now, I say that I got 13 million, but I got like 15 million now overall on all my platforms. But it was mostly because I was putting in that work that was allowing me to get that amount of views, you know, around that time. And I feel like if I would have stayed true to that and kept going where I was going, I would have been monetized on YouTube by now. You feel me? Because YouTube was one of the platforms I was doing a lot of content on as well. You know, I do music and I do entertaining things, and I help other people do what they doing too. So I was just really like I don't know, man, it was just stupid for me to even think about doing some dumb shit like what I did. It's just dumb. But currently I just, due to this case being, and I went off track, knowing that this case took 3 years of my time, my money, and my mental capacity away from me, it led me to like not focus on my true calling, which is being an entertainer, being somebody in the industry, somebody who is doing content full time. I feel like that took me away from that because I was so feared on what my future would hold because of this case, you see what I'm saying? So it really fucked me up. You know, I ended up getting shot. I don't know, I think I told y'all that I got another video talking about the situation where I got shot. I put that in the description below too. The actual situation of how I got shot, when I got shot, how that played out and shit like that. But when I got shot, a lot of the stuff that I was doing fucked me up too because I wasn't physically strong enough to do a lot of the stuff that I was used to do. And that led me to messing my financials up because I wasn't able to go work or do the stuff that I would usually do. You know, over the time when I got used to my body and how I got back on my feet, I should have said, fuck it, I'm finna go to school and get my CDL, because I know the money that people get from CDL in a week, it's hard for me to make that in a month with Potbelly. And it was kind of hard for me because a lot of that stuff that I was making with Potbelly would go into rent or like car refurbishes or stuff like that in that nature. Probably just dumb stuff. It was just dumb. But yeah, So like, what I was saying, right? So when I came from that's like when I came from that bottom low of the mental capacity I had, and I started refurbishing my health and doing all that stuff, and I was in school, my future was still a little blurry, but I knew where I wanted to go in the time being before this shit, you know, went sour for me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to get more money so I can set up stuff for my daughter and myself, or just even invest into myself when it came to content, stuff like that. Like, get my own place, get my own wheel. Like, I'm always having a car, but the longest I went without a car has been this time. Like, I haven't had, no, I just had a car last year. Not facts, I just had a car last year. So yeah, but before then it was just 2 years without a car. But yeah, man. So since being shot, I was without a job, trying to go to school, trying to get that job. And right when I finished school, get my CLP to get certified with somebody who can give me my CDL, the case was prohibiting me from progressing in that field. So I was just like, well, I'm just finna go backwards and go to do temp jobs and stuff. And temp jobs, I guess it was a job shortage, and it wasn't a lot of jobs out there for me that I was able to go to because of my background and just what I was dealing with at the time. And throughout all of this stuff, it just made me realize, like, dang, I just need to get back to doing content, because that's the only thing that I see that I do that works and could work and change my life. So I'm saying, like, a lot of stuff that I do on a daily basis outside of the camera is entertaining, and I just don't do it because I'm so worried about what's to come, and everything that I'm worried about is either gonna happen if I don't do it, and if I do it, it won't happen. You see what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I don't know how to... Don't do it, don't say it. But yeah, man, like, and I'm just, you know, overall, I'm just trying to get back to making content work. You know what I mean? Just make it work for me, because I know it was working before, and this will be my third and last time trying. Feel me? So I'm gonna give it my all, like I always was, but now I'm finna give it 100% me. Not 98, not 87. I'm finna give it 129,000% of me into this stuff. So I'm more, you know, writing down ideas or just doing it as they come to me before I forget them. Like, just trying to maximize the content I could provide y'all and me as this as this goes on. You know what I mean? But necessarily speaking, I feel like it's not hard for me to do content. You know what I mean? It's not hard. It's not a chore. You know, some people feel like this is, I mean, of course, it's going to be made out of a job, but when I think of this getting paid from it, it's not going to be looked at as a job. It's going to be like, damn, I'm getting paid to do what I want, how I want, and show y'all how I'm doing it, and that's just what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for it to be a chore of mine. Like, it's never been a chore. I would do this just to do it, you know what I mean? Like, I would do it even if I wasn't getting paid. That's why I'm doing it now. But today is really like on some chill shit. I just wanted to talk to y'all about what was going on and stuff like that, where I was at. And I know usually I will be in my drywall studio in the basement with all my lights and stuff like that. And yeah, my house burned down. So I said that in the video before the last video. My house burned down. And I think I'm gonna make another video on how that is and how is that affecting me. But I think I can talk about how it's affecting me now. Like, you know, I'm used to being alone because I would be home alone all the time. If I'm not at work or if I'm not doing something with my child, it'll just be me and her in the crib, you see what I'm saying? Or I'll be downstairs all day, like in my studio, like all my sound pads, all my studio equipment and stuff, like my mic over there in the corner. I ain't even set up nothing here. And where I'm at right now, I mean, I'm at my girl crib, you feel me? Yes, I got a new girl, yeah, I've been talking to her for a little minute. And she ain't new, you feel me? I've been talking to her, I've been on her ass longer than I was on my baby mama ass. Not saying that I was cheating, but I'm a polygamist, let's put that out there. But I never cheated. It was more so like, you know, I told people about who was, but I've been on her ass for a little minute. And now we finally gotten to the position where we can talk to each other and actually, see if this is gonna work. And I feel like it's been working. But yeah, due to my house being burned down to the ground, she was nice enough to let me come stay with her, until stuff open up for both of us or just myself, so I can go get my own shit or we just go get some shit together. So, as you can see, like I said in the other video, you could tell this is none of my area. Like, Mira, like, she do hair, so it's just not my area. It's not something, I can call mine. So, but yeah, so a lot of the stuff that I'm trying to do right now is to stay focused, stay laser focused on the shit that I'm trying to do, because I want something that I can call mine, you know what I mean? Like, get my own studio space, like get my own apartment where I can have multiple rooms, where I can have each room utilized for certain content ideas and stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to shoot for. And right now, I'm just trying to do that. It's 7:30, I feel like my daughter gonna call me in a little bit. She gonna call me in a little bit because, she like to call daddy and say, oh yeah, good night, daddy, we had to be on top of me, So let's keep an eye on that. Let's keep an eye out on that call. I think this her calling right now. No? Thought that was somebody calling. Yeah. I've been here for like a month now, and it's still stressful on the job shit. So it's like I be calling, and it's always something that I can't get to because I don't got no car, or I don't have any money that I'm sitting on because all my money has went into the fees of this case. You know what I mean? Then when I got to the point where I couldn't even pay for the shit that was towards the case, my friends, they paid for me. You know what I mean? They paid for me so I can be free at this point. You know what I mean? Thank God that I'm a good enough person that have friends that fuck with me that much to even invest into me being safe and getting my freedom. I love that about them. I love that about the whole situation. Like, I never take that away from them. But that situation played out in God's hands. I gave it to God a long time ago, and the way it's been moving, it's just been me working and praying on what I expect, and God is just giving me more than what I asked for. You know what I mean? I asked for one last chance. Here I am, free and doing what I supposed to have been doing before this shit even happened. So it's like circle of life, but this time I'll make it right. You feel me? Oh my God. But yeah, where I'm at right now is mostly just making sure that the stuff that I'm doing with content is fulfilling to anybody. You know what I mean? I'm not the type of person that's gonna find a niche and stick to that one niche. I like doing a lot of stuff. I like showing people that you don't have to limit yourself to one thing and just make sure you do that so long until it works. I want to show people that you can put your fingers and feet into a lot of stuff and maintain it as a one man, one woman army. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can do this shit. Like, it's a lot of stuff that I do on the outside for people. It's a lot of stuff that I do on the outside for myself and for other people that I'm not stressed out to do it for. You know what I mean? Like, this stuff is not stressful, especially if you don't put time and effort into knowing how to do stuff. A lot of stuff like this is seamless and it's not that hard to do. Like video editing, directing, marketing, all this shit is not hard for me because I've done this stuff for myself. And when I see other people doing it, I'm like, okay, this is what you need to do, or this is how it can be, or it can look like this, it's not hard for me. So that's where I'm at right now, just making sure that all my eggs is in the same basket and every egg is being utilized correctly and everything is helping everything else. You see what I'm saying? So it's not juggling, because throwing it up is just trying to hurry up and get to know. I've got all of them in the basket, they here, and it's you know when a chicken got his eggs and they just sit on the egg. You warming all your eggs at one time, other than, oh, I'm gonna warm this egg up, then I'm gonna come warm this egg up, and no, all my shit is being warmed at one time. They all gonna hatch at the same time. If not, they all gonna hatch eventually. You see what I'm saying? That's the goal. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't know what more I can say other than that's where I'm at right now. You feel me? I told you in the last video, I'm finna start up a series on getting my life back together, which is starting off trying to stay disciplined and focus on doing content for y'all and thinking about ideas I could do that would be entertaining for y'all. And that's not hard either. It's just my environment is not what I'm used to, and I'm still in the adapting phase of, you know, losing my house, losing everything I own, only having a few pairs of pants, drawers, and still got my laptop, so that's cool and all, but like just adapting to that new part of my life that I'm, you know, getting used to, that I'm having to get out of. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm 20 minutes in. I don't know how y'all be just letting me yap. How y'all just be letting me yap? Ain't nobody say, hey, we get it. You fucked up right now. You starting over. Ain't nobody said that yet. You know what I'm saying? But that's where I'm at. And yeah, man, I hope y'all stay tuned to this journey, cause it's not gonna be hard. It's gonna be seamless, and I just want to be experiencing this journey with y'all. You know, y'all experiencing it with me. I'm experiencing it with y'all. I'm taking y'all on this journey, and yeah, that's what we doing. So I think that's why I'm gonna leave this video at. You feel me? I've been talking for a little minute, and that's why I said last video, I feel like I did a lot of talking. I ain't said shit, but I feel like I said, you know, touched on a lot of what is going on right now in my life. Like, yeah, I'm still looking for a job, but I feel like if I was focused on this as much as I should, this would have been my main job. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm gonna put all my effort and focus into, because I know I'm so close there. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. Yeah, man. I think that's where I'm gonna leave this off at. If y'all new to this channel, please, I cannot stress this enough. Make sure you hit that like, hit that dislike if y'all don't like it. You feel me? Don't hit that dislike, just like it. You feel me? Even if you don't like it, don't do nothing. Just comment and say, hey, this ain't even it. Don't dislike it. You feel me? Help me get into the algorithm that'll boost my videos up, especially my long form content like these. Yeah, just make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe button, hit that post notification bell so you can know the next time I'm dropping another video. And these type of videos when I'm talking mano y mana, you feel me? I'm probably call it a series of getting my life together or updates on getting my life together. You feel me? It's day one. So I'm just keep going with that, man. And with that being said, I'll be with y'all next video.
Twerking for me. Baby, the way that you're moving, it feel like a movie, you making a scene. Yeah. You in here with your friends, you don't got a man, so I creep. They get just moving around.